Vladimir Glebov is one of the most deceptively important characters in Grand Theft Auto 4 because his short presence sets the moral tone for Niko Bellic's entire descent into Liberty City's criminal world. On the surface, Vlad looks like a disposable early-game antagonist, a loudmouthed Russian gangster who insults Roman, bosses Niko around, and generally feels like someone you're meant to outgrow quickly. But the way Rockstar writes and uses Vladimir makes him a narrative warning sign, showing exactly what kind of people thrive in Liberty City, and what happens when ego replaces power. Vladimir is technically connected to the Russian mob through Mikhail Faustin, but he's not a true leader. He's a middleman who mistakes proximity to power for actual authority. Vlad constantly talks himself up, flaunts his connections, and uses intimidation to compensate for how little respect he actually commands. This is clearest in how he treats Roman. Vlad extorts him, humiliates him, and openly sleeps with Roman's girlfriend Mallory. Not because it benefits business, but because it makes him feel dominant. It's petty, cruel, and personal, which immediately separates him from more calculated criminals later in the game. For Niko, Vladimir represents everything he claims to hate. Vlad is selfish, reckless, and completely disconnected from any sense of loyalty or honor. Niko repeatedly warns him to back off Roman, not out of weakness, but restraint. This is crucial. Niko doesn't kill Vladimir in a rage. He kills him after Vlad laughs off the consequences, dismisses Niko's warnings, and treats Roman as expendable. The murder is sudden, quiet, and unspectacular, which reinforces how little Vlad actually mattered in the grand scheme of Liberty City crime. What makes Vladimir's death so significant is that it's Niko's first major, irreversible escalation. Up to this point, Niko's violence is transactional. After Vlad, it becomes political. Killing Vladimir draws the attention of real power, Mikhail Faustin, and, more importantly, Dmitry Raskolov. Vlad's murder isn't a victory, it's a door slamming shut behind Niko. From this moment on, there is no small-time survival. He's now entangled in organized crime that operates on betrayal, paranoia, and long-term consequences. Vladimir also serves as a thematic contrast to later antagonists. Unlike Dmitry, who is cold and manipulative, or Pegorino, who is delusional but dangerous, Vlad is small-minded. His downfall isn't tragic, it's inevitable. Rockstar uses him to show that in Liberty City, arrogance without discipline gets you erased. The city doesn't reward cruelty, it exploits it until it becomes inconvenient. Even after his death, Vladimir's shadow lingers. Roman's fear, Niko's guilt, and Dmitry's resentment all trace back to that single act. Vlad's life was cheap, but the consequences of killing him were not. And that's the point. GTA 4 isn't about killing bad people. It's about how every act of violence plugs you into a system that never stops collecting payment. Vladimir Glebov is the proof that in Liberty City, the smallest men can trigger